Friends, Tiwa Savage and T-Bills. So everybody knows what happened. At first, when it started, I thought it was a publicity stunt. Until yesterday when I heard her interview and she said he was taking cocaine. That was the part I was like, what? Like, guys, accusing someone of taking cocaine is a very, very heavy allegation, you know? So for that part to come out, that was when I was like, man, this shit just got real. So this just, like, right now, every single girl cringes to the sound of marriage. Like, with this scandal or this unfortunate event, like, any girl that hears the term word marriage, she's like, well, you know, I really don't think I want to go into that. Because when we all think of it, okay, Tiwa Savage, her marriage, just 2 years. Toke Makinwa, also the same thing, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Dabota Lawson, the same thing. Funke Akindele, the same thing. Like, okay, these are people we know in the public eye. Like, there are so many names I can call that we know, okay, they're in the public eye, that we can talk about them. What of your own sisters that are divorced? Your own cousins that are divorced? As in, when I mean divorce, like a short-term marriage, not like marriage that lasted 40 years. No. I'm talking about marriage for just 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and you hear that the marriage is over. Your sisters, your cousins, your friends. So I don't understand why people keep pressuring us to get married. Like, even me, you know, people are calling me to tell me, family members are calling me to tell me, oh, I should stop my YouTube videos and I should go and get married. And I'm like, but how many of your daughters are home? How many of your cousins are home and you still want to? Why are you rushing me to also make the same, you know, to enter the same situation? Tiwa said something. She said right now, if she doesn't get married again, man, she's good. Like, if she doesn't get married again, she's good. She's happy. Right now, I really feel the same way. Like, I've never been married before, but with this whole thing, the way things are going, I'm like, right now, if I don't get married, I think, you know, because even in a relationship, guys, the pain is so bad when you break up. The pain, the hurt, the moving on is so bad. Talk less of a marriage, and a marriage that you have a kid, maybe 2 kids. You know, can you guys really imagine the trauma? We all go through this dating thing and the breaking up and the pain. So imagine how it will be in a marriage. Then for us is even a different case. For us, the man can marry 4. So right now you're telling yourself, like, when they marry 4, the one they marry last is always their favorite. She's always the one that gets the biggest mansion, his biggest house. She gets all the expensive cars. Her kids go to the most expensive schools. So whatever they want, that last one, the 4th wife he will marry, they get everything. He does everything for them. They don't lack anything. They're so precious, so valuable. And the 1st wife that he married first, the one that suffered with him, the one that was with him when he didn't have anything, is the one that suffers the most. Su maza suke wulakanta babu macen da ake wulakanta kamar uwargida. Uwargida da ta wahala da kai tun baka da komai. They are the ones that suffered the most. The 1st wife that was with him, that when he didn't have anything, men treat them so bad, below standards. You're not even going to believe she's his wife when you see the difference between the 1st wife and the last one. And I don't want to say, oh, it's juju or anything like that, because how many examples do we know? You know, look at the previous ones that married the influential person's daughter, and the governor made her first lady. We know 2 in the past, and the recent one now, the governor just got married, and the new wife is the one we see everywhere. She's always on Linda Ikeji, always on Bella Niger. Oh, she did this, oh, she did this, oh, she came to say Ashbar. nobody even knows who the first wife is. Nobody has even seen the first wife. Nobody has even heard of her. So you guys, right now we're like telling ourselves, what the hell? What is really going on? Like, what is really going on? So right now, the dilemma we're facing, girls, is like, is marriage even something I really want to go into? Then two, even if I'm going to get married, I don't want to be the first wife. No. I can't marry you when you don't have anything now. I'm gonna stay and struggle with you and everything, and then when you have, I'm the one you're gonna treat bad. No, 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 no. Right now, it's like, man, I don't want to be that. So right now, it's like, if you're a guy and you have 3 wives and you're looking for the 4th, yeah, maybe I would settle for that. But man, the whole thing is really bad. Like, so like right now, what is the rush? Ki aure, ki aure, ki aure. But what is the rush? And sometimes the divorce, like the divorce is so bad, is so messy that you can't even, how, like this issue now with Tiwa and T-Bills, how will they start untangling it? How will they? For me, if T-Bills didn't go on media, to say all the things he said, Tiwa wouldn't have said anything. So the marriage would have just ended silently. No one would have known anything. It would have just been like, okay, there was a divorce. That's it. But right now with this, guys, how will they start untangling the whole thing? So, girls, I don't think we should rush into this marriage thing. Man, take your time. Right now, as I am, if I don't get married, man, I swear I'm cool. If I want a baby, I will just go and get a baby. But guys, it's so bad. Like, it has really gotten to a very, 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 very bad stage. So guys, all of us, I just think we should just sit down, absorb this, and really think of it like there is no rush at all for us to get married. Forget the rush that parents are rushing us, are pressuring us to get married. Society is pressuring us, rushing us to get married. The thing is, even when you get divorced and you come back home, you're like a stranger, even in your own parents' home. Your parents are treating you like a stranger, or is like, you're like a burden, a liability. Because most times when young girls get married, it's always after uni. It's not like they're working. So when they get married, they're always dependent on the man. They're always dependent on the man. And I think when you're dependent on the man, he treats you so bad. It's like, oh, where will you go? You're nothing without me. You don't have anything without me. I'm your everything. So most times when we get married, when young girls get married after uni, they're usually not working. So everything is on the man, or the man has to do everything. So when he gets tired and he discharges you, leave my house, yeah, I'm tired of you, which he can do anytime, and you come back home, it's not like our parents are like, oh yo, welcome back home, my daughter. It's not like that. You all know. So even in your parents' home, you're like a stranger. You just be feeling like one cancer. You just be feeling like one parasite. If you have a job, it's even better. Oh, okay, you won't be too much of a burden on your parents or too much of a liability. You're now back to asking daddy for money. Hi, guys. Right now, marriage is just not what it used to be. Too many strings attached to it. And T-Bills are saying if Tiwa is after her work, not after marriage. If that was the case, Tiwa wouldn't have agreed to marry in the first place. If she was after her ambition and her career, she wouldn't have agreed to marry in the first place. But she did. Now he wants to come and slam her with excuses and things like that. Okay, guys, man. Just forget it. It's really bad. It's really bad. So I really don't know. the whole thing is just scary. I don't know what to say anymore about it, to be honest. It's really bad, guys. It's really bad.